It's time for the Longines Chronoscope, a television journal of the important issues of the hour, brought to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. A presentation of the Longines-Wittnauer Watch Company, maker of Longines, the world's most honored watch, and Wittnauer, distinguished companion to the world-honored Longines. Good evening, this is Frank Knight. May I introduce our co-editors for this edition of the Longines Chronoscope? Larry Lasser from the CBS television news staff, and Alan Chellis, an editor of People Today magazine. Our distinguished guest for this evening is Mrs. Katie Louchheim, Director of Women's Activities for the Democratic National Committee.
Mrs. Louchheim, you've been a delegate to the last two Democratic conventions, and you were present in Chicago last year. Where do you think the Democratic Party is going right now?
Well, I think it's going right back into power. I think the recent elections in New York and New Jersey and Wisconsin were striking evidences of the trend in the country, and I think even more striking and perhaps less newsworthy were the various mayoralities that we picked up in places that hadn't had Democratic mayors for 18 and 20 years, such as Davenport, Iowa. And I think the party is well on the road to power.
Well, how much of this return to power do you attribute to women's votes, Mrs. Louchheim?
Well, I think the question there is the $64 question, because you'd have to take statistical evidence at every polling place. But I think that there's no question that the women in the Democratic Party were active in these last elections.
Do you agree that